everyone! Today I will be swatching all of my Caran Neocolor II because you requested it. So your request is my command and here we go. Now the good thing about the Neocolor II, and by the way I have a video swatching the Neocolor I, which are water resistant. The Neocolor II are water soluble and they seem to be a lot more popular. I understand why, and I think we can do a little water activation action, but they come in a ton more colors, which right now I'm much more into the Neocolor I. I use them as resist for like a first layer in my watercolor paintings. And yeah, I wish that they came in the color range that Caran has for the Neocolor II. So without further ado, let's start. Wow, that's a weird name. Okay. So I'll talk as I go. I bought all of these open stock and you know, some of it was bought online, so that's always risky. But yeah, so this is called Chinese green and it's actually yellow. I guess it's a more kind of cool yellow, but it's pretty yellow. Then we have canary yellow. I will try to tell you like my favorites, so you know, if you just want to try a few, then you have a good hopefully like a good recommendation. So this is canary yellow. These are very similar. Some might say almost identical. This one is yellow. I think, I really don't know why I have, I know one I received as like a part of a design team assignment. So I didn't buy all of these, but these three yellows are very similar. I would probably go for the yellow because it's just a little bit warmer and that's my personal preference. Now we have the lighter ones, which I love. So for like a primary yellow, I would definitely just go with the one named yellow. The differences are very small. I wouldn't get more than just one of these three. If you can see a difference, I think there's a slight difference where it's like cooler here and then it's a little bit warmer. Yeah, not much. This is Sahara yellow. I have this color also in the Neocolor I and it's beautiful. It's my kind of buttery creamy yellow. I call it Naples yellow in the Neocolor ones because that's what it reminds me, the kind of Naples yellow that I use. But the Neocolor II actually has a Naples yellow and it's also really pretty. So very similar. I wouldn't bother with getting both of them. I would buy one. They're incredibly similar. I mean, maybe the Naples yellow is just a tad more intense, like a fraction more. I'm really trying to help you out, but to me they seem identical. Orangish yellow. This one is a pretty, this is a pretty color. This is as far as I go in the oranges. Anything more orange than this, I really don't like. And my proof is the next one called Orange. This is really way too orange for me. So this is a pretty color. This one's a no-no. Then we have Apricot. This is a pretty peachy or apricot-y color. Then we have Salmon, which I also have in the Neocolor I and I use very often. Lovely color. So I hope I try to zoom in as much as I can. This one is Salmon Pink and you can see the names are pretty good, I would say. It's a beautiful color. So I would say between the apricot and the salmon, there's really not much of a difference. I think they're very similar unless you really love having slight variation in this particular tones. I wouldn't buy both of them. I think at the moment the salmon is talking to me a bit more. So that what I would pick. I'll do the best ones that I like. I'll put them aside so I can go over them in the end. And between these two, I don't know, maybe the Sahara yellow really doesn't make much of a difference. The orangish yellow, that's a cute one. And then I would go with salmon, and the salmon pink is lovely. Next we have vermilion, classic vermilion, this kind of orangey red. I like this color. I don't know if I'm feeling it these days, but in general I usually like it. This is light cadmium red hue, and you can see it's just slightly redder than the vermilion. Then we have raspberry red. This is a really, really pretty color. I would say this is the pastel version of quinacridone red or quinacridone coral. It's that kind of color to me, that pinky reddish color, which I really like. Then this one is broken. I think this is called just pink, and it's a really nice one. It's slightly cooler than the salmon pink. You can see I'm a pink girl, so I'm gonna include that in my must-have. I really wish they had something like this that was bright, but more pink. This one is called purple. I don't know why, because to me this is more like a fuchsia kind of color, but they call it purple, and it's a really nice one. Then we have, these are some of the colors that I really miss in the Neocolor I range. This is ultramarine pink, and it's just, you can see, it's like a really lovely kind of muted purpley pink. Lovely color. Then we have purple violet. This is a color this color I used to love, and kind of loved it in every medium and kind of fell out of love with it. But if that's your jam, then it's called purple violet. Then we have mauve, which is kind of a mid-tone, yeah, mauve. You can see it's just like a bit more intense version of this one, but it's not giving me the feels. This one, however, I really like. This is called Periwinkle Blue, and I'm not sure I like it. I would probably like it if it was a little bit lighter. I don't know how I feel about it. It's a pretty color. It's kind of a color I also kind of fall in and out of love. I do like it. I think sometimes it depends how, like, when you put colors next to each other. So I really love, for example, I'll give you an example, like this combination of the Sahara yellow or Naples yellow and this kind of purple. I love these two together. So sometimes just seeing colors next to each other makes you like the individual colors in that combination more. I'm not feeling it today, so I'm not going to include it. This is sky blue in my must-have hits. Yeah, this is more speaking to me. This is kind of like a lavender color. I like it. Then we have ultramarine. Are we halfway done? So classic color. I really like blue in like pops of blue in my florals. So that's a bit weird, but that's what's going on. This is Prussian blue. Yeah, I think it's a good dark because it's not a yucky brown. So I can see how people would like it. I don't know. It's not my, just not feeling it lately. So this one is something hue because it's broken. I really like it. You can see, I'll try and check the color for you at some point. I don't know where the other piece went. 661 is the number. You can see it's like a kind of an ice blue, it seems. And mine is a little bit contaminated. But yeah, it's a pretty color. Then we have light blue. This is also a color that exists in the Neocolor I range. This one, I really wish they did this one. I have to check if they have. This is turquoise blue. So the nice things about these ones is that they're water soluble. So for example, if I dip them in water, the pigment just releases. I'm barely touching the paper and they're like super, super pigmented. If you want like one water-soluble pastel in your arsenal, I don't think you can go wrong with the Neocolor II. Then we have a beautiful color. This is one of my favorites, and it's called turquoise. Very imaginative name. You can see it's quite similar to the previous one, which was turquoise blue, but this one is just a little bit greener, just slightly greener. This to me is kind of like a cobalt teal in pastel form. So between these two, this one is my winner. Then we have, is this also the malachite? No, this is called azurite blue. And you can see it's kind of like a teal. I would say like a phthalo turquoise kind of color. It's nice, but I really prefer my turquoise a little brighter. Now this one is one of my all-time favorites. I love this color. It's like the perfect mint color. It's called Jade Green, and I love it. And now we move on to the greens. I don't think they did a particularly great job about the greens here. I have to look again. Maybe I missed a nice olive green. Ugh. Not liking this. It's called Bismuth Green. Nope, 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 nope. This is yellow green. This reminds me kind of like a May green, a spring green. Nope, 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 nope. This one is, I can tolerate, I guess, lime green. I used to be more into this color, but kind of, no. And then the last one, they're all quite similar in tone to me. It's called light green. Did we have a light green? No, we had yellow green. So this is light green. Yeah, not loving these at all. Okay, now there's an interesting color. This is beige, and this kind of neutral is much, much, much more my cup of tea than the light gray that I have from the Neocolor I, and I think I also have it in the Neocolor II. So I'll show you the difference, but this one is lovely. This is really my kind of neutral, called beige, and then the light gray, you can see how blue it is compared to this color. So yeah, this one I'm not loving these days, light gray. Then we have dark gray. Again, it's these kind of like steel grays that are not my cup of tea at the moment. Then we have raw umber, classic color. I don't mind it so much. Right now I prefer it to these, but it's still a color I really don't see myself using nowadays. Then we have black, which is black. And then I have burnt sienna. I'm pretty sure these are the kind of colors that I bought because, you know, there are colors that people tell you should have. This is called burnt sienna. Burnt sienna is usually much more like orangey. This is just like a cocoa brown, I would say. So now what we can do is just like, I'll just add a little bit of water. So these are water activated, as I mentioned, unlike their Neocolor I friends. And you can see that it's very easy, even on this rather bad paper. This is my Khadi logbook. You can move the pigment very, very easily. These are beautifully formulated. I really haven't found anything that compares to them. You can buy open stock, you know, pick up one or two, see how you like them. And The color doesn't really change when you add water, so there aren't like a lot of surprises here. But of course, you can get a really nice gradient. The more water you add, the lighter the color will get. Okay, this one has a little bit of like a greenish brown shift. Let's see the burnt sienna. It reminds me more of like an Indian red, this color, not a burnt sienna. And then let's see my beloved pinks. So this one is called Purple for some reason, and you can see it's like a really nice kind of fuchsia color. Definitely my kind of pink. This one I said I'm not into. This is the, what was it, violet? What was your name? Purple violet. Yeah, I used to really, really love this color. And then this one I love, the raspberry red. So, so pretty. It's really like a pinkish red. So there's not much of action like going on once you add the water. You can just see that the color moves so easily. They're so pigmented. And if that's the kind of effect that you're looking for, then I think you will enjoy these. So before I let you go, I'll just show you my favorites and kind of give you an idea of, you know, my color stories. This is very good representation, I think. We have yellow, we have Sahara yellow, we have the orangish yellow, then we have salmon pink, raspberry red, I think this one is just called pink, purple, ultramarine pink, that's a lovely one. This one is sky blue, ultramarine, what are you, turquoise, I think this one is called. Yeah, turquoise, jade green, another favorite, I love this one, and beige, which is really, it's I would say like a taupe color, which I love. So I hope this was helpful to you, and let me know in the comments what else you want me to swatch. And yeah, I'll see you in another video very soon. Bye.